Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for our live news broadcast from Davis Hall. My name is Matt Palumbo.
And my name is Levi Donaldson, bringing you stories relevant to IUP and the Indiana community. We broadcast this program every Tuesday and Friday for the rest of the semester at 4 p.m. only on 90.1 WIUP FM.
The Super Bowl is officially less than a week away. We will have a story later about that, as well as how students adapt with some changes in the university, especially after President Biden changed the policy of COVID-19. The Chinese spy balloon remains a trending topic among citizens and politicians alike. Over the weekend, the balloon was shot down by an F-22 fighter jet about 6 miles off the coast of the Atlantic Ocean. Officials stated that the balloon was over 200 feet tall and more than likely weighs in excess of a couple thousand pounds. Republicans and some Democrats have criticized President Biden for failing to bring down the balloon earlier, but experts advised to wait for affirmative action until it was no longer over the United States mainland, due to a concern over the debris that could cause civilian injuries or death and property damage. Another concern emerged that the balloon could have been carrying explosives. The balloon had been flying at about 60,000 feet, close to 12 miles. We will bring you more updates on this developing story later in the week. Green hydrogen is considered one of the most innovative ways to reduce or eliminate carbon dioxide emissions. A few countries have participated in the project, with the biggest one in Saudi Arabia with a company called NEOM. The kingdom is considered an ideal location due to its abundant sun and wind supplies. The cost is not cheap, however. When the project started in 2020, it was predicted that the cost would be $5 billion. However, current inflation has increased the budget 70% to $8.5 billion. Those who are supporting this plan hope that the success of this project will save almost 5 million metric tons of carbon dioxide per year. This is Matt Palumbo from IUP News. Last night at the Indiana Area School Board meeting, district officials accepted a $9.3 million settlement of a tax assessment appeal. Also, the board approved an agreement worth $335,000 worth of supplemental architecture supplies for the revamping of the Eisenhower Elementary School, which is located on North 5th Street in downtown Indiana. Other topics discussed at the meeting include special education settlements and a tax assessment appeal. More information on the meeting can be found on the iasd.cc website under the Committee Agendas tab. Changes after COVID-19 existed in different aspects of life. A new report published by the Heinz Endowments, Edenhall and Hillman Foundation shows that there has been a decline in people pursuing certification as teachers in the state of Pennsylvania. The report also added that the situation might potentially reduce the number of qualified educators. The report indicates that between 2010 and 2020, the number of teachers certified in Pennsylvania has plummeted from 20,000 per year to fewer than 7,000 per year. Recommendations included in the report in the form of improving better pay and improving training for teachers. A federal judge has declared it to be unconstitutional to ban marijuana users from owning firearms. U.S. District Judge Patrick Wyrick says that the defendant's mere status as a user of marijuana justifies stripping him of his fundamental right to possess a firearm. The public defender in this case praised the decision and called it a step in the right direction for Americans to have equal opportunity for self-defense. She also claimed marijuana is the most commonly used illegal drug. Judge Wyrick said that the cannabis use is, quote, not in and of itself a violent, forceful, or threatening act. It is officially Super Bowl week, and many people have already begun making plans to meet and watch the game together. So how's the weather going to be for this week and weekend, Levi?
It seems as though this week has provided a much-needed break from the harsh winter weather. Today, the high temperature reached 52 degrees with a chance of rain, dropping to 40 degrees overnight tomorrow. We will experience partly cloudy skies with a high temperature of 45 degrees, dropping to a low of 33 degrees on Thursday. There will be an 80% chance of rain. However, high temperatures will reach 59 degrees and will drop to a low of 34 degrees overnight. That will do it for this week's weather forecast.
Thank you, Levi. And the Super Bowl this year will be special because the Eagles will be back. And here on IUP campus, we have plenty of kids who immigrate from the Philadelphia area and are huge Eagles fans. So this is certainly exciting news for a lot of fans. Many of them are my fellow friends here at IUP. And our sports reporter, Nathan Osler, has a story about the Super Bowl and fans here at IUP.
No matter where you go as a student here at IUP, you might have noticed a lot of green jerseys wherever you go. And this is because the Philadelphia Eagles are finally back in the Super Bowl for the first time since 2018. I wanted to go around campus and ask a lot of Philadelphia residents here what they thought about their favorite NFL team making the Super Bowl. Philadelphia resident Eric Moyer gave his thoughts on players to look out for and what he
But
thought.
all I can say is that I enjoy talking with them, and I hope that this reflects the IUP alums in a positive light.
Yeah.
And I look forward to doing interviews with them in the future about other kinds of cool stories.
Thank you, Nathan, for that insightful interview with our former IUP News correspondent, Stoker Wyzorek. I remember Stoker from last semester. In fact, he used to host this same news program as well. Stoker is now a reporter at a local news station, WJAC, located in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. One of my favorite stories he worked on is about how to effectively become a reporter. So we'll play that story now.
Being a reporter opens many opportunities and possibilities to learn.
That's going to do it for us this week at IUP News. In association with IUP TV News and students looking for careers in the communications field. We have more stories this Friday. Some are related to the Super Bowl and other interesting events that are going on in Indiana area. I'm Levi Donaldson.
And I'm Matt Palumbo. We are the hosts and executive producers of the show, along with faculty advisors Dr. Aya Mukhtar and Dr. Zach Stiegler. Please take care and have a safe week.
You're listening to WIUP FM 90.1, Indiana, Pennsylvania.